Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go down a list of 10 of my favourite songs of all time. Now, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you probably know the answer to the first three. But, I wanted to make this video, and it's not a controversial video, because music is for everyone, and your list of top 10 songs is going to be different than mine. Now, my criteria for these songs is when I hear them, when they come on, I listen to them, no matter what. Sometimes that might mean stopping what I'm doing, or just taking the time to listen to them when they come on, or actively seeking the songs out. Take the number one slot. I won't give away what it is, but a lot of times I just want to listen to that song, and I actively get my phone out to put that song on, over any other song. That's the criteria for the songs on this list, and I've got the list here on my phone. So, number 10, we'll start from the lowest to highest. Now, these songs, I say, get progressively better. They're all my favourite songs. This is the collection of songs that I love to bits. So number 10 is Dirty Little Secret by the All American Rejects, which when I was, say, 12, 13, was my favourite song of all time. When I was 12, when I was younger, that was number one. And I knew the lyrics from back to front. I could probably sing it back to front. And I loved that band. They were my everything back then. And even we went on holiday, me and my family went on holiday to America. 2011, I want to say. Yeah, 2011, and I had my little blue iPod, with all the All American Reject songs on it, and just childhood memories around that song, and still being able to sing it today, and it's still, it holds up. It is a really good song, and I love the lyrics, and the music video. The music video is great, where there's lots of people showing their dirty little secrets. Not much more I can say. It is just a really good pop rock song from the early 2000s. Next up, or number 9. No, it's Wake Me Up When September Ends by Green Day, which again is a childhood. So we had, again, childhood memories. We had a caravan down in Devon way, and I think it's back when it came out, the American Idiot album by Green Day, and my dad would play it on the radio all the time. So I've still got memories of that album and being in the car with the family down in Devon, and that song in particular, Wake Me Up When September Ends. Billy Joel's lyrics, it was written about his dad. I don't know the story, and I'm just going to paraphrase the story. I think his dad passed away, or he found out that his dad passed away, and he told his mum to wake him up when September ends, and that's where he got the idea for the song later in life. And the lyrics are obviously beautiful, and his vocals, he absolutely killed the vocals on the song, and that album in general. It is just a really beautiful song, and it deserves to be more well known. It is one of their most famous songs, but it's brilliant, and it should be more popular in my mind. Number 8, we have The House of the Rising Sun. I love the song in general. I'm not 100% on this either, but I believe the origins of The House of the Rising Sun, it's a folktale or a folklore song that was written in the 1900s, and no one really knows, or the 19th century, sorry. No one's really sure who wrote it originally, but I forget his name, there's a folk singer, not Bob Dylan, another folk singer that used to play it in the 50s, or he sung his version in the 50s and got really popular, and that led Bob Dylan to cover the track, and Bob Dylan's version is beautiful. I love his lyrics. I love the bit at the end, which I don't know whether he added or it's just the next part of the song, about going back to New Orleans and ending your life. and you know your race is almost run. My race is almost won. And then of course, you know, I love Bob Dylan's version, but then Bob Dylan inspired the Animals to cover the song, which is probably, you know, the more famous version. Now, I'm talking about both songs on this list, or both versions, because it's both an amazing song. And interestingly, it's always sung in a different perspective. Bob Dylan sings it in the, I want careful what I say because of YouTube, but sings it in the way of the female who works at the House of the Rising Sun. And the Animals sing it in the perspective of the gambler who's going to the House of the Rising Sun. And what's his name? Eric Burden, the Animals singer. His voice is ecstatically good. It's amazing on that track. You know, he absolutely kills it. House of the Rising Sun by the Animals is one of the greatest vocal performances of all time. Don't shut. You know, definitely go and listen to that if you haven't. Next we have Joy Division's Love Will Tear Us Apart. I adore the piano and the drums on this track, as well as the lyrics. I mean, the lyrics are quite basic in a way. They're not as in-depth as some of the other Joy Division songs, but the way Ian Curtis sings it, I say this lightly, you know, but you can hear his depression, you can hear how tired of life he is, and sadly he was. I think it was only 2 weeks, it was 2 weeks after filming the video that Ian Curtis would take his own life. But he made Joy Division, and Ian Curtis's writing is just amazing, especially with, you know, Love Will Tear Us Apart. The song is brilliant, and God bless him. We'll move on to number 6 on the list. Sorry, that was 7. This is now 6. I Am the Resurrection by the Stone Roses. I love the chorus. It's I don't need anything from you. I don't care where you've been or what you plan to do. And it's got just a really great guitar work and really great lyrics. And it has a false end. I love the false end where the song ends and it kicks back in with this awesome sort of instrumental bit. And it's a really perfect closing track to the album. You know, it's amazing. Number 5, the 5th song, is Waiting for the End from Linkin Park, which is again the album A Thousand Suns is one of my favourite Linkin Park albums, but a lot of people don't like it. But I think Waiting for the End is the best Linkin Park song. Chester's vocals on the chorus and the lyrics and Mike's rapping, it's perfect. I love the lyrics because, you know, back when that album came out, I was still in school and I wasn't very liked in school. Linkin Park's lyric, coming home and sticking a Linkin Park record on when you've had a really shit day, people making fun of you, you know, it really, really helps, especially Waiting for the End. That's why it's on the list and why it'll always be special to me, because I was shell-shocked when I heard about Chester Bennington, because he was very influential in my life, his music with Linkin Park. You know, they've really, really helped me, and it's so sad, and we miss you, Chester. You know, we're going to try and pick the mood up a bit. Number 4, the 4th on the list, we have the Beatles with The Long and Winding Road. Paul McCartney's vocals on this song just blow it out of the water. I've heard it said before, I'm really out of focus. Excuse me a minute. No, that didn't really fix it. Don't worry. And Paul McCartney's vocals are beautiful, and I love the lyrics. I've been in a lot of long distance relationships, and you know, the lyrics about being far away from someone, but this long and winding road always bringing you together, or bringing you to their door at the end. It's beautiful. I love the song. you know. And I know a lot is really controversial because there are a lot of good Beatles songs. And to be honest with you, picking my favourite Beatles song is hard. But in the end, it is The Long and Winding Road. I love both versions. I love the naked version, but I do prefer the orchestral instrumentation that, I forget his name. Oh, no, I can't think of his name. But the producer, is it Brian? It's not Brian Epstein. No, he passed away. Sorry, I can't remember his name. But the producer he added the orchestral bits, which Paul McCartney wasn't too happy about. But in the end, I think it made it amazing, and it's one of the greatest songs of all time. Number 3, we have the Smiths with "There Is a Light That Never Goes Out," which in my mind is the most beautiful love song of all time. I can't. Morrissey's vocal, not Morrissey, breathe. Morrissey's lyrics on that song, that's the best song he's ever written, hands down. It's all about being so much in love that even if you died, even if you were hit by a 10-ton truck tomorrow, dying in your arms or dying with you, is something heavenly. It's something that you wouldn't want to, you would die with them because you love them so much, if it come to that. And it's just beautiful, and I love the end where it just says, "There is a light that never goes out," which for me is I don't think it might be. For me, it sounds like it's about depression, and there is always a light, there's always a silver lining. So it's a really beautiful song and one of my favorites. Second, which actually I'm going to strip down for these two for a certain reason, you can probably guess. But second, we have "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd, which I do have tattooed on my skin, so it is one of my favorites. I know the song is written about Syd Barrett and Roger Waters wishing he was still in the band, but it's taken on a life of its own. And for me it's about longing for someone, because I've been in long distance relationships, and can be the worst. They can be the best, just like a normal relationship, but they can be the worst because it's, your partner's in America and you're sat here. You can't just go and meet them. It's not that simple, and you're longing to be with them. So listening to a song like "Wish You Were Here," being two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year, it's just such a spectacular song, such an amazing song, and album as well. The whole album's great, but I think the lyrics, that's one of the best written songs of all time. The lyrics blow me away. The guitar work, I love the David Gilmour added the do 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 do, which was supposed to be, it's the guitar sort of crying. That's what it's supposed to resemble, and it's beautiful and one of my favorites. So number 1, which is probably no surprise to anyone, again, it's tattooed on my skin, "Live Forever" by Oasis. The anti-suicide song, anti-depression song, just such a happy song, which Noel wrote. Noel Gallagher said in an interview that "Live Forever" was written because grunge bands from the US were coming over to the UK and singing about how they wanted to die and everything was terrible. So he wrote a song like "Live Forever." And in my mind, it's the greatest rock song of all time. It's the greatest written song of all time. I love the melodies, I love the harmonies, I love the way that the drums from, what's his name? I'm going to kick myself. I can't remember the drummer who played on the first Oasis album. I love the way the drums just start, and then it starts with Liam's vocals just straight in there. Maybe the lyrics are breathe. I'm excited. The lyrics are the best of any song. Maybe I don't really want to know how your garden grows. I just want to fly. It's like I don't really care how you got here. you're here now, I love you, and you're coming with me, I'm going to help you. Maybe you're the same as me. We can see things they never see. You and I are going to live forever. It's just, it brings me together. It brings everyone together. And, we're fighting this fight against life. It's the most beautiful and amazing song of all time. And it's touched me and saved me from some, bad thoughts in the past. It's the most beautiful song of all time. End of story. But yeah, that's my list. Thanks for watching, and if you have a list of your favourite songs, leave it in the comments below. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you on the B-side.